What's up guys, it's Alex, and today I've got a pretty cool video for you guys. I don't know if you can tell, we are sitting out here in the river current. We're up on the river today, gonna see what we can get done. As you can notice, my voice probably sounds a little bit different. I'm dealing with a little bit of sinus stuff and it seems to be taking my voice away. It's one of those weird deals where you feel perfectly fine, but for some reason you lose your voice. I don't know. I was hoping I sound sexy when I lost my voice. It get like real deep and stuff and you know, all that, but no, I kind of sound like a smoker mixed with Peter Brady. It's just not, it's not as good as I want it to be, but yeah, so we're out here. We're gonna see what we can get done. I have no idea what's gonna happen today. Looking at a current scene right now that I'm about to go fish, but I just want to try to piece something together. Dad's come up here and fished before. Said he's caught them pretty good, largemouth, smallmouth, that kind of stuff. But that was years and years ago. So now we're here and we're just gonna see what we can get done. Water temperatures is in the mid 70s, which is good, especially for this time of year, because a lot of what I'm fishing is really, really warm. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get done. And hopefully you guys will enjoy today's episode. See that? That was freaking wicked. Dude, that was wicked. Did you see him eat it off that limb? Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I never got that fish hooked. That was freaking cool, dude. Oh, man. I just made the trip right there. I mean, he wasn't even that big. Hey, let me get us out of this tree real quick. Yeah. That was awesome. He come up, dude. He just, right off that limb, he said, I'll take that. Flip that. Shit. Oh my God, why can't I not get them hooked? Lord of mercy.
Might be the deal.
What?
Dude, you know how many bugs watch your videos and have a bread crankbait tied on before that turkey turn?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, of course. I get him hooked and get him into the boat. No, that's a little largemouth. Of course I get you hooked and get you into the boat. I mean, come on now. Really? All I did was ruin his day.
At least you're getting bite. You get shit. They're sitting on them isolated chunks of shit.
Yeah, that was a fucking black moment.
Got it?
Yep, that's good. That's a damn good. Get the net. Ah, he ain't that big. He ain't that big. Okay. He's just fighting hard in this current. Look, two with him. Dad, drop something in there. He's got one with him. Where are you?
Yeah. Hey, ain't nothing on this side.
I've never done that before. Look at that, guys.
He pounded it?
Dude, he stroked it. Like, I thought that was a freaking 6-pounder as hard as he hit it. Man, hey, dude, that's fun right there.
Cool.
That's awesome. Oh. He had like 4 with him, dude. He's just laying up there. I just threw up there, caught him.
Sitting next to something, right?
Yeah. Well, boys, little midday update here. We're catching a few. Dad had the old Mondo hook and ended up losing her actually up under the boat. I'm not really sure what happened. I just think that, well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. He hooked it. We were in the current and I hit spot lock. And when I did, the fish decided to go under the boat. When it went under the boat, I honestly think that he ripped a hole in that fish's mouth big enough that when it head shook, that it just spit the hook, came off. So we're still after it though. We're just kind of making drifts, you know, run up, make a drift, run up, make a drift. I'm throwing a chatterbait now. I've got one flipping, I've got one on the, or two on the swim bait. Had a giant follow the swim bait out and just kind of, I don't know, she ate it, but she just ate the tail. I thought she had the whole thing. I set the hook on her and she come off. But now we're got the old chatterbait out and we're buzzing down through some riprap, seeing if we can pick up a few more and just kind of putting the day together. Really just enjoying this absolutely gorgeous day we're having. This is like the first day in a while that it's not been 100 freaking degrees outside. And so it's kind of nice just being out here relaxing, catching some fish and enjoying it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. We're going to stay after it, see if we can put a few more fish in the boat. And yeah. Say, well, now don't spend it all in one place. There he is.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Got green here, man.
I love it. Exactly where he's supposed to be. Yes. Exactly where he's supposed to be, sitting on a grass line, eating a chatterbait. There you go. Hey, party. Mancha. You know who I miss. Yep. There we go. Yep. There we go. Man, they ain't giants. Dang, that's fun. Oh, there we go. Double up. Well, you got a smallie? Heck yeah. That's all I'm talking about. Hey, good job. Fish bump.
Fish bump. I'm sweating.
Folks, so here we are. We made it back to the house. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but we ended up fishing a couple more hours and didn't get any more bites. I think the biggest factor today was the current, and the farther that we got away from the more aggressive current, the less and less bites we got, because a lot of those fish that weren't in that really aggressive current weren't forced to be on the bank and forced to be around something that acted as a current break. And so, you know, you were dealing with fish that could be living in a grass patch, pulled off the bank and all that kind of stuff, whereas when you're dealing with those river fish, if you can find the things that create those current breaks, and you can find those fish and get them to react to baits, because really that was the key factor today, was that current. You know, those fish were using that shallow cover, those root bases, those lay downs, those boat docks, those big rocks as current breaks and ambush points. And so they would just kind of hang out beside a big log until something come over their head, and then they would react to it. And that's pretty much how I put all the fish into the boat that I did today. But I still thought I would kind of talk about obviously the key factor, why we caught those fish, but also what we were throwing and what we were throwing it on. So the first thing was this little 4.8 inch Keitech in Sungill. I'm really starting to love this little swim bait. It has been doing a ton of work for me. This is the same little swim bait that I used when I went kayak river fishing with my buddy Nick, and it put all the fish into the boat for me. Again, I'm throwing that on a 7.3 medium heavy TP1 black from Lew's, a 6.3 gear ratio Lew's custom with some 15-pound fluorocarbon. This happens to be K9 fluorocarbon. The good people over at K9 sent me some line to try out, and I'm still testing it to see if I really like it, but this stuff so far has been really good. I mean, you guys have been seeing it put fish in the kayak for me when I was kayak fishing, and it put fish into the boat for me today. But that was the first one. Kind of did a little bit of junk fishing today. You're going to see I've got 4 different rods out here, but that was the first one. That was the one that got that first key smallmouth bite, and then I had 2 more hooked on it. They ended up coming off, and then I had a 4th one that was an absolute monster. Was doing, I don't know what, she kind of lumbered up behind it and just grabbed it real easy, and I let her take it, and I hit her, and I come back with a Keitech with no tail. So very strange bite. The second one was both my flipping setups, one with braid and one with fluorocarbon. Flipping the same bait, Strike King, Structure Bug, one in Chameleon, one in Moon Juice. This one was my 7.6 heavy with 65-pound braid in my 751 Lew's Custom Pro, and then this one was a 7.3 medium heavy, 17-pound, that K9 fluorocarbon again, and my Lew's Classic Pro, 3/8 ounce on the fluorocarbon, 1/2 ounce on the braided setup. And really, I was kind of just picking and choosing where I was throwing it. If I was throwing it in something really heavy, like a really big heavy lay down, or a little bit of like a trash mat, I would go with the braid and a little bit heavier weight, just so I could get down there really quick and get it back out. And if I was fishing a little bit lighter cover, I would go with that 17-pound fluorocarbon paired up with that 7.3 medium heavy rod. I switched between Moon Juice and Chameleon. Both colors got bit today. It seemed I get more bites on the Chameleon and that 1/2 ounce, and I just really think that's because where I was fishing, that 1/2 ounce seemed to be more where the fish were wanting to hang out, that more aggressive current, whereas with the fluorocarbon I was fishing a little less aggressive current. And so dropping that 1/2 ounce weight with that bait, you know, it just falls really quick through that cover. They come out and react to it. And then the last one, and what you guys saw me catch my last few fish on, was the old jackhammer, the green pumpkin chartreuse. I think this is called Heights Magic. I had that paired up with a Rage Menace on the back, rigged vertical instead of horizontal, so that means that those flappers are in line with that hook point. Painting the tails on that just a little bit, just a dab of chartreuse on there, just to look a little bit more like a bluegill, because I really think that's what those fish were feeding on. But I had that paired up with a Lew's Custom Pro 7.5 foot. This is the small crankbait rod, Mark Rose signature rod, small crankbait, and I found that it is amazing for chatterbaits. A great moderate action, really lets you load up on those chatterbaits. But Lew's Super Duty 681 15-pound fluorocarbon on that one as well. And like I said, guys, just a little bit of, you know, trash fishing today, or junk fishing, or whatever you want to call it. A bunch of different techniques, really getting those fish to react. This is really the beginning of what I would consider heavy fall fishing. And so, you know, that flipping bait, that chatterbait, that small swim bait, those are all key baits for me during the fall. And I'm going to be doing a video soon about my favorite plastics in the fall, and I can already tell you that 2 of those favorite plastics are sitting right down there in the bottom of the boat. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Dad's sitting up here in the driveway. We're gonna go get us a little something to drink, because I'm super thirsty, and as you guys can tell, I've got a frog in my throat. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Any questions or comments, please go leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. Help me grow the Alex Road Fishing community. Also hit that notification bell, lets you guys know when I put out all my videos. I know something awesome. I've had a huge spike in that notification bell being hit, so it'll really help me out if you did that. And always go down in the description. I have links to my partners like AFCO, Lew's. You guys can check out all the stuff I was throwing today, the clothes I was wearing, all that kind of stuff. But as always, you guys are sweet. Thank you for watching.